Hi guys, this is Namkraft and welcome to another series of Starcraft English commentary. We'll continue with another guaranteed to be epic game by amazing players. This is going to be part of the DPL series played between Soulkey and Mini. Of course, Soulkey, fresh of his 4 consecutive victories in the ASL, is doing really good against Protoss player nowadays. But let's just quickly check to see if he can fare against the like of Mini, who, by the way, as of last week, was the #1 rated Starcraft player in Korea. I'll just quickly show you the results of that momentarily. Here are the ELO scores for the players as of last week, the end of the weekend. So Mini was #1, there he is, and Soulkey is #4. So we are watching the best players played out, and these players among themselves have how many ASLs? I guess Soulkey's figures are not yet updated. He's got 4 now, and Mini has got 1, so 5 ASLs among them. So that's what we have. And the map that these guys are playing on is going to be Deja Vu. Here it is, 4-player map with Mini spawning in the top right in the purple color, and Soulkey's gonna be spawning in the bottom left in the orange color. Cross map generally favors Zerg because Zerg wants to have that early space so they can just hang out and try to get the hatcheries up, and especially with Protoss nowadays loving to go with early gateway, forward gateway. That additional spawning distance just allow the Zerg player to have a slight control. But anyways, looks like Soulkey is going to be going for pool first and then hatchery. So his early Zerglings actually will be a little bit, I guess, too much. He doesn't need those early Zerglings. He cannot apply pressure, but he doesn't really need them to defend either. So I feel like this build kind of favors Mini, but we still need to see how the players will be performing here. So yeah, all is to be good for the taking. By the way, this particular video will be released early for those who have supported me in the last 30 days, namely Mr. London and Mr. McDonald. So I guess for both of you, the coffee period will be over soon. So if you want to renew your coffee, feel free to do so. Renew your coffee, that would be greatly appreciated. And as for the others who have not yet subscribed to the coffee service, go ahead. I have some of the best. You know what, Vietnam is the second largest, I think now is #1 exporter of coffee, just surpassing Brazil. So our coffees are great. Just send me the money, I will buy my own coffee. Anyway, Zerglings have been spotted. Back to this game, Mini versus Soulkey. And there's gonna be 4 Zerglings, and Mini's gonna return with the rest of his forces. So he's got a Zealot returning, he's got another Zealot at home. He's gonna block the choke with a probe. I mean, this is very standard procedure. Look at the angle. The angle for that attack is nice, and looks like Soulkey has lost his first Zergling, unfortunately, because that probe took a hit. We all know that it takes 2 Zealot hit and a probe hit to kill Zerglings, and that is exactly what happened there. Now we're gonna be just waiting for the next part of the game. By the way, let me just quickly check for you the win rates on this map, Deja Vu, which, by the way, will no longer be used in ASL Season 20. So that's a bit of a bummer, but we gotta live with that reality. So here it is, the win rate, and as you can see, Deja Vu is the best one for Protoss with 48.7% win rate out of a bit over 400 games. So that's what we have. Bisu, excuse me, not Bisu. Bisu is one of my favorite players nowadays, so I just keep on talking about him. But it looks like Mini is scouting correctly. He has seen the 3 hatcheries. He has not yet sent both down, and this is interesting because this early attack by the Zerglings allow for the Zerglings to go for sniping of the probe here. Looks like Mini is gonna micro his probe correctly. He is microing correctly, not yet losing it. He has spotted massive Zerglings. Maybe he did, I'm not so sure. And he's gonna be buying some time here. Need to block the front door with a forge and then go for some cannons for the timing. We are seeing lair coming up, so that's nice, and this probe will make it out alive. Okay, there's going to be a core, so this core will be able to live for a while because the core is harder to snipe than a forge, and anyway, it's got less value. Of course, it costs more, 200 minerals. If you lose it, you have to replace it, which costs a bit, but the problem for the Protoss player would not come in the early to mid game. It would come from the mid to late game, where you want to upgrade the +1 core upgrade for the Corsairs, or if you want to go for range for the for the Dragoons. Anyway, some nice attack and the cannons is completed. And these Zerglings, I'm not so sure if he's investing to Zergling with speed, Soulkey, but maybe he has, because those Zerglings look goddamn fast. Anyways, the drone count is not that great here for Soulkey, so he's gotta have to build up the drone count. But very good performances by Mini so far. Nice attack, losing yet another Zerglings, but the rest of the Zerglings gonna come here, and looks like Zerglings feet complete just on time. But that is Mini for you. Mini is one of those chaotic kid who just loves to go out there, the least expected. He would just dance around with his forces, micro a little bit too much more than actually needed, because he loves doing it. If you look at his APM as well, right, 430 APM for Protoss players, whereas even for Zerg players, Soulkey's APM is hovering just around 300, very low. Some of the players who've got really high APMs in the Zerg RAM is Effort. I think Effort is one of the players got very high APM. So anyways, the cannon will be covering for the gateway, but it will not cover for the core. So we shall see what is going to be the situation with that. For now, we're seeing the first core set coming out, and it is going to be a spy with the 4th hatchery. So Soulkey is going to give up on the hope of going for early mutas. I think he's going to try to hide his overlord in the most cunning way possible. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 overlords are hidden here, 1 here. Is this an overlord or a Zerling? This might be an overlord. Anyways, we're seeing the first Corsair coming out, and he will. The question we want to ask ourselves is, will this Corsair see that the spire is not yet completed when he arrives, which will give him a bit more time? He checks the main, and he will now see that the spire completes, and he doesn't know the timing of the spire. This is always really unfortunate when the when the Corsairs arrive. You do want to spot that early spire, not yet completed but almost completed. That will give you some time, some indication as to how fast are the Scourges, but he was not allowed that luxury, and he's going to be going for a second Stargate. The second Stargate completely spotted, so we're going to be seeing early Hydrogen coming down very quickly. Okay, he's made some mutas though. He has made some mutas with some Scourges, so we need to make use of those forces, and they started to move around. The Zealots, we need to back up now. Or maybe not. I guess with that many Zealots, you don't need to back up until you actually see the mutas coming out and just trying to bait the Mutualists. And now it's going to be the moment for Zedlov with leg kicks in with just the right moment. The Mutualists will, there's going to be Clone Scourge. Clone Scourge will be arriving here. You can see the Clone Scourge right there, and both players have maneuvered beautifully. We're seeing Soulkey heavily investing in this Mutualist technology. I am not so sure. Looks like +1 weapons is started, but of course it will be a while. We will have the double Stargate pumping continuously for courses. We're seeing Templar Archive is delayed in favor. Looks like there's going to be a dive in here. It's looking to dive in. One of the cannons is not yet attacking correctly, but now we're going to be seeing four courses with the +1 man coming up soon, as well as Zealot with leg, and possibly Zealot +1 should also complete. And now we have 5 courses. 5 courses is still not yet enough to attack with the Scourges. You need to have 6, and now he's got 6. He's got 6. He need to make sure to actually group them up correctly, and he also need to make sure that +1 completes. Looks like one of the courses could be trailing from behind. Some Zealots are attacking even the map, and we need to have massive Sunkens coming up, which is nice, as well as the Mutualists who need to spot. There are so many Scourges they're looking to dance in, and there's going to be the heck is happening? Attack the Scourges. He does get 2 Scourges, but now he's going to have to attack the other units here. He's going to get surrounded from the back. The courses need to engage. They will engage, and he gets how many courses? He gets a couple of courses, and now he will attack with the rest of the Mutualists. Zedok will be incoming here. Looks like there's going to be more Scourge, and courses are returning. Both players are playing beautifully. There's massive courses, and I think Soulkey has done well for the kind of build order disadvantage that he was put in. But now there's going to be Dark Templar and High Templar. What is Soulkey's plan? He's going to be going up to 6 hatchery. Look at the freaking ASL champion smackering like a beast, and just being so adaptive, so flexible, so agile, so cunning, so Decepticon. He's gonna be just patrolling the middle area here with some forces, and Hydra and finally come up. This is a very late Hydra. I think +1 for the courses are still not yet done. So even there might be 8 or 9 courses. It's a lot better when you have the +1s, and Mutualists are numbering around 8 only, and +1 just kicks in. And now it's gonna be the moment for Mini to make use of it to do a huge punch. Need to get it done now, and he expanded behind this. He knows that he's got the superiority in terms of of air, so those mages are no match. There's going to be a small engagement. He will need to actually watch the situation closely here. He arrives, there is going to be some engagement. He needs to group them up together, and they're grouping up correctly. Mutualists are going to be chasing, and it looks like the mutualists are going to be coming into here, but the Corsairs are within reach of those forces. You need to actually go and actually attack these the Scourges. There's going to be attack from both sides. Nice attack. Good stop, Corsairs, to get all of those, almost all of those mutualists and the Scourges. Both the players are playing beautifully, but now Zerglings are on the move, and where are the Zealots? The Zealots are out of position. They will attack. One cannon will fall very quickly, but it's going to be very easy to defend that base. You need to think about the attack against the other side of the map. Looks like Corsair is going to be attacking. Zealots need to actually group up together. He's not found a nice opening, and one Scourges is going to snipe the Corsairs. Now all of the Corsairs are grouped together. What is it? 10 Corsairs? 10 Corsairs? That's a huge amount. 11 Corsairs. Have you ever seen 11 Corsairs? And now the 11 Corsairs will be chasing those mutuals, but those mutuals can live for a while. Whereas the Corsairs got to be super careful, super duper careful. And now I think it's going to be better for Mini to start to make a crap tons of, I think not a crap ton, but a few Doctor Blow, and getting mixes will be nice here. The Zealots have +1 weapons and +1 armor. Looks like the battle is very even, but Soulkey has done so much with so little. His air fleet has largely remained intact. Nice Doctor Blow, just getting a pause there on the hill to see that his midgets are moving towards the right side, and robotics are going to be coming underway. So anyways, Mini has done well as well, because now he's got he's got 3 bases, and the Zerg players also got 3 bases. So it is good to be Soulkey, who have to actually play some kind of a catch up here, and mutualists are running towards the left side. The Scourges are trying to catch up from the back. There is going to be a moment of small weakness, and the Corsair is going to try to chase the Scourges. Both players are just playing very beautiful Starcraft here. Finally, we do have the Lurkers arriving, but those Lurkers are kind of away in the wrong location, and the Corsairs need to be super careful. Lurkers finally arrive in this location now, so the Zealots will have to back up as the Lurker deploy themselves. There's going to be a counter attack on this other side of the map. Looks like Mini is oblivious of the situation. He's trying to return. Keep in mind that +1 is done for the Corsairs, but the range for the Dragoons are not yet, and Zealots are not moving back. What is Mini doing? Oh my god, he's lost way too many forces, and now Lurkers could be within reach of those forces. They're going to try to attack against the core. The core will not complete. If the core cannot complete, we will not have the Dragoon range done. There's going to be possibly some attacks here, and looks like there's going to be the middle army getting destroyed as well. Zealot coming through, and Hydras might attack the other base, and Mini is going to be losing 2 bases. The Corsair, excuse me, the Lurkers will contain this area, whereas Hydra is going to start attack against that other unit. One Lurker would possibly fall, maybe not. We shall see. More cannons are coming through, but look at the Hydras attacking so furiously. The Corsair is coming from the back, destroying every single mutualist. I don't know, do we have a Dark Templar? There's Zealots are returning. We have just enough forces possibly. There's still 2 Lurkers attacking. You need to make more cannons, and now the rest of the forces coming through. Why is Mini not moving out? He needs to move out. He cannot just wait here anymore. Zealots are going to be just deploying themselves, and that's going to be the end of Mini's third base. He's trying to run and keep on it as close as possible. Looks like the core will be getting destroyed here. He needs to move out. The core is very close to getting destroyed. He does storm those Hydras. He pushed them back, and the core doesn't fall. The core has fallen. Dragoons don't have range of weight. That is so unfortunate, and that just shows the weakness of this build. When you go for the Dragoon for the core right out in the front, you will risk getting it destroyed like this, and these Dragoons are so bad. They cannot attack correctly. Anyways, good stop to this kill some Lurkers. Not a bad idea, but we need to make massive Zealot now. Not Dragoon range, not Dragoons, excuse me. And he's gonna have to come back. The observers might get sniped, we shall see. Anyway, some nice attack, and only Lurkers remaining, and Mini is gonna get pushed back. And this is a beautiful display of Starcraft ship coming from so mother freaking goddamn key. He was so strong, so good. Where are those props going? And now Soulkey. Well, actually, Soulkey is behind by supply, because we still have those massive Corsairs running around and killing so many overlords. Where are these probes going? They need to not go here. I guess they were just trying to waste some time here. And actually, Soulkey's Corsairs, excuse me, Mini's Corsairs is doing some nice damage. The 1 cannon will fall, more cannons will fall, but this is actually not needed because there are way too many observers. He would just wait for that, that last that gateway to fall. He doesn't need to keep that gateway. Just let it fall. And Lurker's gonna come out, and very nice attack by Soulkey. Comes in to finish the game because Dragoons are not upgraded. Dragoon range sucked, and yeah, that is going to be the end of this game. But nice try from Mini, and amazing performance by Soulkey. If you've enjoyed this cast so far, feel free to buy me coffee. That is good to be in the video description. I will see you soon. Bye.